Good evening again. I'm Professor Emilius Hammond, and Doctors Derringer and Poindexter asked if I would talk a little bit about my favorite dinosaur, Velociraptor. You may have seen Velociraptors in movies before, or something called a Velociraptor. In all actuality, the Velociraptor is not a very glamorous dinosaur, and its Hollywood versions are, shall we say, spiffed up quite a bit. In reality, the Velociraptor is quite a small dinosaur, but that does not make it any less interesting. In fact, in all likelihood, it was quite the survivor, because we have several well-preserved skeletons of this dinosaur. We have a better idea about some of its habits than we do for most others. For example, we are able to take scans of its brain case, and by examining the features of those bones, we can deduce the shape and probable function of its brain. We also have a good idea of how its body is built, since we have all of its bones. Now, the folklore version of Velociraptor is portrayed as a super predator capable of killing things many times its size. Scientists have even speculated that it ran around in packs and ganged up on other dinosaurs. And perhaps it did, but we do not have evidence of pack behavior among this particular dromaeosaur, even though footprints of other dromaeosaurs suggest that they would travel in groups from time to time, and possibly even hunt in groups. But for Velociraptor itself, instead of super predatory killing machine sorts of features, what we find in its body are several features that are more suited to that of scavengers. For example, its head is very narrow and capable of penetrating deep into a carcass to get at the meatier bits. A small animal like a Velociraptor would need to eat the most nutritious parts of a carcass first, because there's always a danger of a larger animal coming around to chase it off. However, even though its body has scavenging characteristics, its brain suggests that it was quite an agile animal with good eyesight, a good sense of balance, and was certainly capable of great agility, all factors that would have made it a capable predator. Given these features and its size, it might not be too inaccurate to say that a coyote would be a modern analog for what the Velociraptor once was. And I'm sure, especially in the West, that doesn't sound like a very flattering description. However, coyotes are definitely survivors. If they can survive and even thrive in our shadow, they must really be accomplished survivors and quite adaptable at that. So too possibly was Velociraptor. As a final note, it's also worth mentioning that we have two species of Velociraptor now. We have Velociraptor mongoliensis from guess where, and also from Mongolia, but closer to Russia, Velociraptor osmolski, named after the Polish scientist Halska Osmolska, whose contributions to the study of this animal cannot be overstated. Even though the name Velociraptor suggests that it was quite a speedy robber, so to speak, the design of its legs suggests that it was not specialized for speed, even though it was probably a quick enough animal to lead an active predatory lifestyle. We are not talking about superhero-type speeds, mind you. All told, even though it lacks the glamour of something larger and scarier like Tyrannosaurus Rex, the real Velociraptor nevertheless remains quite a fascinating and informative dinosaur.